think they're going to be going here in a second.
Okie doke.
All right, Jediluke, Drakona, here we go. Yeah, this is a pretty small map. Drakona says it's very DKH-like. You can see the fan area in the back. Smart missiles everywhere. And keep in mind, this is X2. Each one of those missiles that you see right now, there's 2 of them there, including these 4-pack of homers.
I have described this as a cross between DKH and Tyranny, in that all the 3 major routes all seem to go quite where they shouldn't.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. Like that place where Drakona threw one of... Oh, Drakona with an early kill. And the BS begins. As I mentioned before, every kill on Jediluke is BS. Drakona jumping off to a quick 2-0 lead.
We're pulling out the 4-letter acronyms already.
Yes. It doesn't take
There
long
is not a lot of space to hide here. Even the places that might be regarded traditionally as cover are exposed by the grates.
And another thing is that even when you're across the room from each other, that's not that far. This isn't Athena. This isn't Crimson. This isn't Zenith. When you're across the room from each other, you're literally like one corner away from the other person. And Jediluke taking some quads there, so Drakona with a strong early advantage here. A little bit of extra.
It's not often that you see the homing missiles come out because there's so many smart missiles flying around. Both of these pilots, I do believe, have smarts on auto select, which is the default.
I don't believe Jedi does. I believe Jedi manually selects all his weapons, not just the primaries. Drakona having to run from that pair of smarts. Does not predict where Jedi's going, and Jedi's actually might be trailing her here. Nope. Thought maybe Jedi knew where she was, but he chose wrong, and this should be a good kill for Jedi. Just comes at her at 1,000,000 miles an hour with the smart and the Vulcan.
A perfect example of how fast people can get around the level.
Yep, she's got the quad 4s. It's really all Drakona needs, primary-wise. Oh, look out! Oh, it hits the grate. If that hadn't hit the grate, that would have been bad news for Drakona, and that is bad news for Drakona as Jedi picks up his 2nd kill. We're now tied at 2. A little more damage from Jedi.
Yeah, that's another element of the X4, another missile-heavy style levels. It's not just the ones that track on you. It's the smart blobs that just litter the whole place.
And Drakona taking one to the face. 3 kills in a row for Jediluke after Drakona make it 4. My God. 2 very quick kills for Jediluke, and what started as a bad start for Jediluke is actually pretty good. Oh, Drakona getting one back, 4-3. And this is how fast levels like this go. It's just so littered with missiles, and the missiles are so deadly. And people really, there's a certain subset of players that really like this style of game. And Jediluke and Drakona are definitely 2 of those players in that camp. Drakona waiting things out, trying to get some information. And she's going to go collect some missiles here. Now keep in mind that each pyro can only hold 5 missiles. That's it.
There are smart missiles.
5 smart missiles. There are only 20 on the map. Drakona, very nice use of the homing missiles there. Tying it up at 4. Jedi effectively chasing Drakona away, so he'll pick up his spew. Oh, look out. Jedi just chucking everywhere, and there's another kill. So a 5-2 run after taking the first 2 deaths. I mean, you can see how fast some of these kills have come. Like the first 2 for Drakona and kills 3 and 4 for Jedi. Just very quick kills.
The developing, the way that I'm developing how I see this level, it seems to be about not route timing, but just positioning. Sorry, distracted by the action.
Good damage by Jediluke. Anyway.
Yeah, positioning mismatches that are very, very fast. They're not necessarily created like by camping like ice do. This is
Okay, this is amusing because Jediluke just called Drakona a hacker. Um, yeah, guess who maintains this particular version of Descent? If you guessed Drakona, you'd be correct. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw this. Revival Productions did a 24-hour live stream yesterday for their game Overload, which did get successfully funded, of course. And pretty late at night, I'd say around 3 or 4 in the morning, my time, they played a video that Drakona put out of a 298 score game in challenge mode, as we see a double kill, 6-6. But I mean, it's just so cool to see her get some time on there. It was really awesome. She played that map so good.
You should see some interesting tempo changes. Oh my!
Drakona running into the smart. That's probably the first actual misplay we've seen, and she's just going to take one to the face there. Nothing she could have done about that.
Now we get to see weapon camping. As you see, a good amount has been wedged up into the fan area, the broken fan.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm coming to dislike about this level is just simply the weapons collect up there too easily. There's probably, I mean, if you go up here and you count the smarts, there's probably half the smarts up there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I see at least 9. Jedi going to collect a bunch of them here because he's stuck up in the corner, and Drakona will get one back. So 8-7.
Let's see if she tries to camp that weapon spot. Well, there you go.
Yep.
She knew she didn't have the shields to do it, so she went on the prowl.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the weapons are now out.
Negatrator says, "Don't tilt," and I'm thinking to myself, Drakona tilt? That's just not in her vocabulary. Jedi, very nice. Reading her like a book there, going on a 5-1 run now. Dominating the house that Drakona built. Ooh, that was a sneaky little smart through the grate. Drakona just barely getting away. Just kind of staying away from each other for now, flinging smarts and various choke points. Jedi just getting him through that grate almost every time. Nice homer there by Drakona. And, oh, I did not see what got him. It was a smart missile,
looked like that very homer. Oh, my goodness.
Oh. 2 in a row for Drakona.
And such a small level where, the tendency is to rush the spew because the place is so small. Just by flying around the level, it's almost as though as if you are rushing your spew.
Yeah.
The combination of lasers and smarts or homers is going to be pretty nasty.
Jediluke getting that tunnel kill, very nice. Oh, Drakona was a little slow on the restart there. Almost, I think she did take some damage. Jedi's gonna have to retreat back in the main room. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, he sees
Oh, my goodness.
What? What?
What
just happened
here? It's like I was watching an old Cali game.
And just like that, it's tied at 11.
Drakona We're not going to ask questions here in the booth.
Well, we just call what we see, and I saw, what? Drakona again, falling for that smart a number of times now. I think that's the 3rd or 4th time I've seen her die in that very same spot from a very similar hit smart. And look at this. Jediluke, I think he knew where she was. 13-11, he picks up 2 quick. 14-11, 3 quick kills. This action's happening so fast, we can't call it.
How long has the match been going on?
9 minutes. And this is the kind of thing that Jedi likes. I mean, he thrives off of this kind of match. Tossing missiles everywhere. But Dracona's too far away to... Oh, look out. Oh, I'm not sure how Drakona survives this. Nice escape. All right. little bit of a dogfight here. Jedi's going to pick up some missiles, though.
Just slips around the inside.
Yeah, I mean, this is just... They're fighting each other, no doubt, but nothing connecting. Both of them dodging very well. Oh, I'm not sure what got her there. I think it was a homing missile.
Really great. Splash damage on that great.
Was it? Oh, man. So 15-11. This is now 4 in a row for Jediluke. And Drakona bringing it back 12-15 now. Oh, look out. This again. Oh. She really likes coming up to that area and flinging quads down there, but almost every time she does, she's met with a smart missile. And she either dies or has to deal with it. Kona kind of getting a little caught there right next to the doorway. Doesn't pay for it, but ooh, gotta be a little careful. Now in the main room, but Jediluke always escaping.
Probably about the biggest lull in, not action, but getting a kill.
Score,
We
yeah.
see the entire... And here's the conflict we've been waiting for. Very curious.
Oh, nice. We haven't had a
With
kill
all
in
the
a minute.
movement.
I'm not... That seems like an eternity, this match. But Jediluke gets the kill, 16-12. 5-1 run in 3 minutes now.
Looks like it's all about bottling up those weapons, the primaries.
Indeed. Oh, look out.
Will the door open
Man.
fast enough?
It does. This is so fast-paced. It's just... Watching these two is something else. Look at that.
Double camp.
For a moment. Oh, Drakona should have a good jump here, and she does. Gets the kill.
But she
Took a
takes
little
a bit of
explosion
splash
damage,
damage
yeah.
from the explosion.
But I think in a level like this, that may not matter. Well, it did there. Jediluke finishes her off with just a touch of Vulcan. So Jediluke closing in on a victory here. 17-13 is the current score. But as we've seen, I mean, this could turn right around. Good fusion there by Drakona. But she just gets overwhelmed by the secondary power there.
Aiming before dodging
Yes.
seems to be the case.
We saw Furno do quite a bit of that last game. Drakona certainly better at that, of course. No surprise there. She's a gold pilot, but Jediluke just the same, making her pay whenever he can. He's going to go collect the weapons up in the corner, so he'll have a nice spread of smarts. Look at those just track right into on her, and she is done. 19-14 is Jedi just overwhelming her with the smarts. It's just insane. And we got something in the main room here. Jedi's going to have to do a little dancing here, but he gets the kill, and that's it, just like that. For a game that was tied at 11, Jediluke wins it 20-14. So very fast game. 13.5 minutes on the clock there. But good games for both of them, and man, it was just insane how fast the kills were coming at times, like seconds apart. So, good game there. Jediluke successfully defending. Picking up a
What's that bring our
20-14
count
lead.
for the evening?
We have 4 defenders and 2 bus drivers thus far.
It takes a lot of skill to take somebody to school.
Yeah, it does. I think what I'm going to do after this game